I'm running out of room in my freezer for things, so I'm going to do some canning. I have some beef here, and I'm just going to do a nice quick raw pack. I have some jars here. I don't mind doing beef raw packed, but I really don't like doing chicken raw packed. It's not as delicious to me, and the texture isn't as good. But beef is not so bad, so I'm going to go ahead and do a raw pack with this. Do is pack the meat until it's to the 1 inch mark here, and just try to really get it in there good, like make sure there's no air spaces or anything like that. They're nice and filled up. It's real easy. Just gonna pack them in there to about 1 inch, and that's it. You don't need to add any broth or water or anything like that. So I have some white vinegar here, and I'm going to just take this clean paper towel and dip it in here, and then clean all the rims and make sure they're all clean of any fat or any food deposits or anything like that. Rims are all nice and cleaned off. I decided to add just a little bit of canning salt to each one of these just for flavor. You don't have to add that. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put the lids on. Tattler lids, so it is a seal and a lid, and you have to put it together. So you just put the ring on, or the seal on the lid, like that. And then it's just like a regular lid. You just put it on and then get your band here and put it on. You just don't do it as tight. And then when you take them out, you tighten them up more. Okay, they're all in the canner. Now I'm just going to put the lid on, and then I'm going to wait for the temperature to come up and start venting out the vent hole there. Okay, so I have the lid on, and now I'm just going to wait for it to start steaming out of here. Okay, it's steaming out of there pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and time it for 10 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, it has been 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and put the weight on, and then pressure will go up, and then I can start counting down just for 75 minutes because these are just tanks. Okay, it has been 75 minutes. I took the weight off and I waited for about another 20 minutes. Now I can go ahead and take the lid off and take them out and tighten them down. Okay, took them all out of the canner. I have them all tightened down. Now I just have to wait for them to cool down, and I can test the seals tomorrow, see how they are. I just think it's so interesting to see how it looks like the fluid's like clear up here, boiling. But tomorrow, by the time it cools down and it all shrinks up, it'll be like down to here or something. I'll see. They are all sealed up and labeled. I use these removable labels because they're removable. As long as you don't get them wet. If you get them wet and then try to remove them, they're not removable. They are hard to get off. But this is what it's like. It looks kind of gross, but it's just cooked like roast beef, kind of in a jar. And it saves me from having to have a lot of freezer space taken up. And in case anything happens, electricity outages or anything, I'll always have this. So that's always a comforting plus. And out there sees this and they're kind of on the fence about wanting to try it or do it. Go ahead, same with the Tattler lids. If they're afraid to do them, they work great for me. I mean, each time when you first get them, you have to really wash them good because the rings have like a powdery residue on them from, I think, the manufacturing process. But like that kind of is a pain. You gotta really scrub them good, like really wash them. But other than that, it's fine. I really like them. I've never had any trouble with them, and they're reusable. Everyone has a great day, and if you're out there canning, hopefully you're not doing it in the heat of the sun and you're able to stay cool. But I'm hoping also that everyone is finding lids and everything they need